Well, in this project, I had some of these hearts left. I didn't do my other envelope, so I had the hearts left. So I thought, well, I like things that hang. At first I actually thought I would take a tin can and rust it and fix it up, the hearts in it. But I like things, I need some things that'll hang off my hooks and different shelves I have. And I was really looking for a can that was a little squattier than this. At least this wide and probably about an inch shorter. That'd been ideal, but I didn't have one. So I did have this one, and I thought about using this can and then putting the hangers to the back. I might just paint them both up and see which one I want to use. But instead of making, this can't hang really, so what I'm going to do is do a smash can. I know y'all have seen when everybody was doing those, but I like them. And I done one last year, and it was for the summer, spring and summer, and I always kept it on one of my hooks, and it looks so cute. So I'm going to go ahead, trying to figure which, I have to smash this in. This up here is a little thicker. So I've kind of found the middle right there, and I'm just going to smash it. So far anyway. And then I'm going to turn the camera off, but I'm going to take my rubber mallet and do that, but I don't want to do it too much here because on film, because it's noisy. But that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to smash the bottom with my rubber mallet. All right, before I go any further, I did take this awl here and put it on a piece of wood, and I punched a hole. I have drilled this with a small drill bit, but this piece went, just to use that, it was a lot faster. I have a little hole in each side, right there. That'll be for my wire to go through. The seam's on that end, so there's that one. All right, now I'm going to set this all aside. I need that, and I don't want to run those, so I better get them out of my way. Get my mallet out of my way. And now I'm going to put a coat of Dixie Belle patina iron so it'll rust. And you can do the, I would put probably a coat of some kind of paint on this, either a rust or a brown, something like that, and then do the cinnamon and what is it, Mod Podge? Yeah. But I'm going to use the Dixie Belle rust, and I'll use the blue, I believe it, yeah, the blue patina spray. But I'll have to wait for the one coat to dry. I'll put this on there. I'll wait for one coat to dry, and then I'll put another coat on and spray it with that while it's wet still. All right, this is dry, and now I'm going to put another coat on it. And I'm just tapping it on. I don't want the brush strokes. I don't know how it's going to look, but we'll see. Sometimes it's really good, and sometimes, okay. Most time it's good. Okay, I've got to turn my hand around, or turn the can around. Okay, I think I have it all coated. Put that on there. I'll scoot this to middle before I do that. It's going to be kind of hard for y'all to see because I'm at a strange angle. You're looking down on the can. I needed to have my tripod out and doing it to the side, and I didn't think about it. So I can't stop. I have to keep going. Now I'm going to take the patina spray in the green, and I'm going to try just to mist it because I don't want to hit it too hard because it'll run. So I'm holding my can or my sprayer back. That's all I'm going to do because I don't want it running too bad. And there it tilted on me. Stay right there, right there. Well, that's how I'm going to hit it. Otherwise, I'm going to have runs. So we'll see what that does. Okay, now you can see it. Well, I pulled some stuff out here. My can didn't exactly rust the way I wanted it to. But actually, it was kind of like the other one I done. It didn't either. I don't know. Looks a little rustier on this side. But I printed out this label I bought off of Etsy. I had to resize it. I had to cut them apart because there was like 6 on a page. And I had to cut them apart in Silhouette software. And then I resized it and printed it off. And I really like that color on the can. I want to use this side because this side has the seam on it. You can't really see it, but this one's bent better on this side as far as hanging. So I need to put that on there. Okay, I have all this stuff pulled out, but I need to do that. Anyways, I'm going to set this aside for just a minute and show you what I pulled out different things. I have bunches of little doilies of all sizes that I bought probably 7-8 years ago. And I had this little piece here, was this color, and I just took my little spray bottle of coffee water, just instant coffee and water, and I darkened it some, cut a little piece off from it. It was like, or was it this one? I think it was this one. Yeah, I think it was right along and like that. And I just cut it off and then put some coffee on it. And I was thinking I would just kind of swirl that up like that to decorate that one. Then I took some cheesecloth that I had coffee dyed and got that on there, I think. And then this one here was one of these, and I put some coffee on it also. And I'm thinking I'm going to put that one on that one, but I don't like that bright red. So I'm going to get some brown ink and try to tone that down. Probably use, is that, yeah, a walnut maybe. Yeah, here's some walnut. I'm gonna set that aside. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of looking at the moment. But I know I don't like this bright, so I've already done this once to it, but I didn't do it enough. Or was it just the one I put in the envelope I made for a video? Might have been. Really around the edges. Get that thread that I went around that with. Okay, that toned it back quite a bit. That's good. Oh, no, it don't. My little pouch. There it is. Okay. That's still a little damp, so I'm going to have to wait for that to dry. And I'm probably... I can't do a whole lot to it. The main one I do stuff to is going to be this one here, because I think it's going to be set more in the middle. It needs like some Sweet Annie or something to go on it. Now that cover that up. Let's see. Nope, don't like that. I don't know, that bow's cute too. Takes me longer to figure out what I want to do. That one doesn't really show up very well, I don't think. I think I like this one. I wonder what it would be like just to put a little bit of this under here. Well, that's all. This stuff is crazy. Likes to bunch up, and once it gets curled up, it is curled up. That would be kind of cute, just to have it some underneath it. I wouldn't have it hanging out that far, but let me go ahead and cut that. It doesn't mean I'm going to use it. I'm just trying to figure out what I am going to do. I kind of like that underneath there, that cheesecloth. If I'm going to do that, it needs a bigger doily. Here's a bigger one. And it probably needs to be, let's see here. Where does it open? It's about the same size. I kind of like that. This red definitely needs something. No. I just can't figure it out. Maybe just a piece of this cheesecloth running across it. I don't know. Let me see. So, where's my scissors? Because it really needed something. think that might be all right. But I gotta wait for this stuff to dry. And I'm not sure I'm liking that. I think this, get my paper towel out. You know what, guys, I'm gonna let this dry and figure out what I'm gonna do, and I'll come back. I have my Mod Podge, and I'm going to put my label on. Make sure I got my edges. Pick that straight up. I got some. Oh, I thought I had a towel out, but I don't. I'm gonna set that on there right fast and get a wipey. Thought I had one out. Just kind of pushing it down on there. I don't, well, let's get a little more on there. Oops. I don't feel any bubbles. All right, I think that's okay. And I've got to go over that very lightly so the ink doesn't run. Just one quick swish. That's good enough. Call that good on that. Is that drying, or did I not get any there? Leave it alone. Leave it alone. I'm talking to myself. All right, I'm going to set that aside, let it dry. Then I'm going to come back with all my my hearts. Oh, I know something I need to get done. I need to get me some little small. Let's see here. Sitting here beside me. I'm going to take some of these small dowel rods and I'm going to go over them with Waverly antiquing wax, the dark antiquing wax, so that they can go, I can put my heart on them and stick them down into my little can. I'll probably need 3 of them because I want the sharp side on all 3 of them. Well, this is dry now, and I put some styrofoam stuff in there to be able to stick my hearts down into. And I decided I wanted to go around this just a little more with some black. And I'm using black Stays On ink. It's that. I'm just going to go distress it just a little bit. Around the edges. and on the can itself, a little bit. And call that good for that. Now I'm going to put my hanger on. I've cut me a little piece of wire, and I'm going to feed that in there like that. Okay, let's see how much I'm going to need. I may have cut that a little short. I did. I need a longer piece. This is that wire that was black that my husband bought me at, what's that place where you buy tools and stuff? Harbor Freight. And I put it in vinegar and some kosher salt, let it set for a couple hours. Took it out and let it dry on a paper towel. Got it the next morning and it looked rusty, so bought me 3 rows of it, and I thought, oh, I need rust, so I rusted it. Set that aside. Probably going to be about that right there. Roll that. Where'd that hole go? There it is. Look about that right there. Needs a little twist there. Probably on this end also. Curl it in. And there's my hanger. Now, I'm going to set that aside and wipe my hands because I got that rust on them. And paint and everything else. And now I'm going to put these together. I'm going to go ahead and put that on there so it doesn't. Okay, I don't need a lot. Yeah, that's fine. And I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. Kit Kat's one in here, and she is not coming in here and getting in the middle of this. And she's really beside herself because she hadn't been able to go outside. I won't let her out. It's too cold. Okay, I'm going to leave that like that. Going to offset that like that. I'm going to go ahead and use the glue gun on this part. Okay. Now on this one, I don't know if I just made that out of some seam binding, but I don't know if I'm going to use it. I don't think I will. Okay. It's going to need something else. I don't know what it is. Set that aside. Now I have this one. I'm just going to use that hot glue. Yep, like that. And then in the middle. Call that good for those. Okay, now I need, I better get this shut up instead of leaving it upside down in the can. Now I need to gather up some Sweet Annie. Let's see, do I have some? A little bit of that. I don't remember if I sprayed this with any hairspray. I think I did. Hate messing with that. All right. And I don't know what this needs. I just don't know. I'm just gonna have to leave it for right now. Okay, I've just ran this up through there with the pointed end. I'm gonna put a little hot glue around that. Set that down. See the pointed end. Looks like there's something on the end of that. Glue that down. Let it dry. Okay, I wonder, I know I need some moss under that, but I don't know if I should, and I think I'll wait till I have everything where I want it and then put the moss on it, the Spanish moss. Okay. Just trying to hold these up and kind of see. I don't want that real high, but the heart needs to show. So I'll probably take it off to about right there. I can always cut more off. I can't add more to it. Okay. I want that at kind of an angle. I need more off from it. This one the same way. And I've got to find something for that. That's just bugging me. It might look all right. I don't know after I get done. Wore off. I need to go over some. This one tilted more like that. Okay, it's needing the moss now. And then I need to put some things in around the moss. So I'm going to stop and find my Spanish moss and get it on there and figure out some more things to stick down in there. Yeah, I was going to get some Spanish moss and I started messing around here. And I just twirled some of this cheesecloth and I think I'm going to stick that over the hole. That looks better than just plain, I think. There. Yeah, I like that better than just a... Now I'll go get my Spanish moss. All right, I just pulled a little baggie of things that I have out. And I'll be sticking some of these things in there and see if it looks right. But I'm not going to have you watching because I take way too long. Okay, I have stuffed just about a little bit of everything. I mean, I have flowers, I have some other kind of flower, I have some greenery, I poked some Sweet Annie back down in there. And I think as far as stuffing it, I'm finished. But I did take this tag that I had and I just wrote Be Mine on there by hand. And now I'm going to ink it and make it distressed looking. Just go around the edges. This is that one I tied the bow with that I had put the coffee dye on and didn't like it, so I just decided to use it for that. Okay, now tie a knot right here on the end. Not too tight, because that's just paper. Hot glue that. Probably stuff it up underneath here somewhere. I don't need it that long. Okay. Trying to see where to put it. Okay, I'm gonna hot glue that up there. Okay, I think that's about as full as I can get that little can. I think it'll look cute hanging on my hook. All right, now I'm starting this project, and it's just a 2x4, and this is probably a 1x2, or a 2. It's not a 2x2. It's just a long strip that I had in the garage, and I measured them. These were just scraps, and I measured them, and I made me some stencils to go on them because I like my 2x4 crafts for decor. I'll insert some pictures right now, some that I have already done in the past. All right, to start with, I am going to just give them all, or both of these, a coat all over with this Folk Art Antiquing Wax. This is the same thing as the Waverly Antiquing Wax. Go on and give this a coat, and then I'm going to pick out my colors for the front. Well, they are dry, and I'm ready to start painting. Let's see. I think I'm going to do, for the base coat on the wood, I'm going to do the Waverly plaster on that one. And I picked out Delta Ceram Coat in maroon for this one. So I'll just give both of these the coat, and I'm sure this one will need 2 coats. Well, probably the other one too. But I'm just gonna, didn't really want to go all the way to the edge, just kind of like that. I'll come back and give it the second coat. Now I'm going to go on and do that one in the plaster color. I'm going to finish this up, and I'm going to give them the second coat and let them dry, and then I'll put the stencil on them. Okay, I put 2 coats of the base on, and I did go around it with my little finger sander to kind of distress them. And now I'm going to stencil this on, and then I think after I get this stenciled and it's dry, I think I'm going to go over it with the Minwax Special Dark Wax. That's the one that doesn't put a real dark color on it. It just kind of distresses it a little bit to me. I mean, it just fills it in. I know I'm going to have to go over this red several times on the white. So I want to get that done. Well, the same with the white on the red. Yeah. I'm going to finish stenciling both of these in and decide if I'm going to put the Special Dark Wax by Minwax on it. All right, they're both dry now, and I think I am going to use this Minwax Special Dark. Yeah, I'm just going to go over the whole thing. Wipe it back. Now the white one. see, it doesn't get in there too dark. It's perfect for some projects that I do. It's what I like. I do want to get it on the wood that I've sanded. Sand it back, or wipe it back, just a little. Get on that white. Okay, now I think I've got some material out here, and I think I want to, so it's not so plain, because it'll be like this. I think I want to make a bow to go on top of it. So where's some string? I'm going to lay some string down. Okay. I'm just going to do some crisscrossing. Try to get it in the middle. Make sure it is. Pretty much, yeah. Double tie it. I'm just going to leave those strings on there too. Take those off. Shake it. Kind of fluff it. Now, let's see. Okay, that's pretty centered. Well, my glue gun is not hot yet, but I'm going to glue it about right there. And there's what it's going to look like. I thought my hot glue gun was on long enough, but it's not hot yet. All right, that was an easy project. All right, guys, I'm thinking about, I put out a video normally every Wednesday and Friday, but from Wednesday to Friday, there's not a lot of time, and sometimes I'm working and editing on a video clean till, I mean, almost time for it to go up at 6 o'clock on Wednesday. So I think, and then that doesn't give me much time to get my video done, my crafts or whatever I'm doing. Normally, I mean, I'm behind. Most people that do these have plans and they already have videos ahead of time. I don't move that fast, I don't think, evidently. But it gives me like Thursday and Friday to do my projects, edit my video, do my thumbnail, plan all the stuff that goes in the video, and I am getting stressed out. So what I'm trying to say is I think I'm going to start putting my video out, one on Wednesday at 6 o'clock p.m. and then Saturday at 6 p.m. instead of Wednesday and Friday at 6 p.m. It'll give me another day to, do what I need to without being so stressed, because I want to enjoy what I'm doing. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Until the next one, God bless.